All right, boys, welcome back to episode number 6 of the Fourth and Gone podcast. Again, sadly, a shortened crew tonight. We got Frank the Tank over from Fairfield. School's been canceled tomorrow, all classes.
First snow day, baby.
First snow day in Connecticut. And we got Matt on the bottom, who's chilling.
Just chilling.
What's up, Matt?
Doing good. How about you?
Good. Enjoy Massachusetts. Fun weekend
Nice.
in Massachusetts. Yeah, we had a little boys' weekend, Massachusetts, my brother's friends, and Matt. Yeah, it was a good time. We were both like wiping out. Oh, it was so icy everywhere. We played hockey on the ice, fell down a few times. I fell really hard stepping into the garage, though. There was like a sheet of black ice that I completely missed. It just went full force down into the concrete. It was bad.
Damn, Jack. Are you right now?
Yeah, not my
Yeah.
finest moment. I went to bed with the black and blue, though, on my behind. But we're not going to go from there. We're not going to go too
Jack,
deep.
you want to show the viewers the bruise?
Yeah, let's see it.
I thought I was starting an OnlyFans called Trench Game.
It'll be on
Is that
there.
released?
It'll be on there. It'll be on there.
Cool.
What's the subscription amount? Like monthly?
I take Bitcoin.
Like 1 Bitcoin a month?
One
Jeez.
Bitcoin a month.
Oh my god.
It's not really that much right now. It's only 15K.
No, it's more than that, Jack. It's like 24.
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to crypto. But I take Bitcoin.
You gotta know if
I
that's what
take-
you're charging.
I take Bitcoin. I take Ethereum. And
Take Dogecoin.
yeah, I take Dogecoin.
How many Dogecoin would you need per month?
Maybe like
1,000?
2,000.
2,000?
Yeah.
I think it's like, I don't know, probably like 10 cents or something.
High quality content on there. You get Frank Toe picks.
Wait, what?
And
I'm involved?
and we get there's a very special video on there of Matt dancing to his favorite Bruno Mars song.
So just 8 cents right now.
Yeah. Yep. All right. In all seriousness, we got some business to discuss. First of all, we're just going to kind of recap what's been going on in the NFL these past few weeks. Not much going on. But first off, I want to discuss, because the Bears came forward and like they want to trade the number 1 pick in the draft. They're like adamant about that. I mean, they're in a position right now. They got Justin Fields, who I'm not personally a fan of. But
Bias.
Yeah, we all
I
know
think
that.
they
though.
should sit. I think they should give him another year. If he learns how to throw the ball this year,
Only 2 years?
maybe stick with him. If not, I like Caleb Williams in the next draft. That's also another option. But
But yeah, if they're high enough in the draft to get him, they're probably at a bad season anyway.
yeah. I personally, I think they should just tank for Williams and just leave Fields in the dust. But
You think Jordan Love is better than Justin Fields?
I think if he gets a full season, maybe. But like the
You
part
haven't even seen the guy.
the part of Jordan Love's game, like
There's only a
watching
chance,
college,
but it's not that
like
high.
watching college tape, there was not much running going on. There was a lot of Brett Favre-esque throws, deep down the field, 50-yard.
You just compared Jordan Love to Brett Favre.
No, I just said I saw flashes.
Okay.
But I
But,
think you could compare Justin Fields to like Mike Vick, some of those runs he's making.
No,
Daniel Jones.
no.
Lamar Jackson.
No.
Aside from the fact that I think Justin Fields can maybe be a good dog fighter one day, but I
Someone
mean,
cancel this guy, bro.
Yeah, come on, Jack.
but in all seriousness though, who do we think makes the most sense to put a realistic offer on the table for this number one pick.
Do you want a team or you want an offer?
A team.
Um,
And you know what? A few pieces they'd be willing to trade, like draft picks, players.
I'm thinking maybe the Texans probably would make the most sense, just because
The way
there's
they
other
lost
teams.
the number one pick last year, the way they lost the number one pick last year, just describes the Houston Texans franchise in a nutshell.
Yeah,
Like that was just, you had the game lost, but then Lovie Smith decided, you know what? He stroked his beard. He said, you know what? We're gonna give Davis Mills and his boys a chance, and we're gonna try and win this game, even though we got the number one pick secured. But no,
I think I might have bet on them to win that game. Actually, that was good.
No,
I
he
like
didn't
that
care.
move.
He was getting fired anyways. He wanted him to win that
Exactly.
game.
It was a
yeah,
little screw you on the way out.
leave on a good note.
But yeah, I think other teams have quarterbacks. Maybe Washington if they don't sign anyone, but I think they're going to trust Sam Howell. I know the Panthers. What's that guy's name? Matt Corral. He
Yeah,
hasn't
I think
played
so.
yet.
I think it's Corral.
And then the Falcons have Ritter, right?
Mariota looked all right last year, and Desmond
Yeah,
Ritter.
that's
Well,
Ritter
he
too.
bro, he overthrew Kyle Pitts. He's like 6'7". How do you overthrow Kyle Pitts?
I
He's
mean,
washed.
just the poor usage of Kyle Pitts in general.
Yeah, but even when he was
like-
open, Mariota missed him.
Yeah, I know, but like
That's why they gotta get him out.
the Falcons just need to like scheme their entire offense against Kyle Pitts, and they'll be halfway decent.
I think a low key team to trade up would probably be like the Titans, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't know if they really like Tannehill too much. I think there's potential they could trade up.
No, I think Tannehill's a free agent this year.
He might be, yeah.
I think he is. I think them trading up is very likely.
Well, sorry, Matt, to cut you off, but it
That
looks
was all I
like
had to say.
we have a late addition to the podcast. Anthony should be joining 10 minutes late. So pretty
A little
stoked.
later than 10 minutes, but for the viewers. 10
Yeah, for
minutes.
the viewers. Matt, as you were saying,
Oh, I was just the Titans. They don't really have. I mean, they lost AJ Brown, so they don't really have like superstar receivers. But getting a good quarterback in the draft, I think, to help out Derrick Henry because he's all they got right now. I think that will push them back up to the top of the AFC South.
as far as my pick goes, I can see the Indianapolis Colts making a strong push for number one.
Yeah.
I think that they have a few pieces that might entice the Bears, considering their lack of depth at the wide receiver position. I mean, their number one is former Green Bay Packer Equanimeous St. Brown, who just because he played in green and gold makes him wide receiver one status, but it's beside the point. So I envision the Colts giving up maybe Pittman.
Wait. Did you just say Equanimeous St. Brown's are wide receiver one?
Right now in the
What
offense.
happened? What happened to Darnell Mooney and Chase Claypool?
Sorry, I forgot about them. I forgot about TikTok boy and I'm
Mooney?
sorry, I forgot about Darnell Mooney.
Mooney is pretty good, but I think he did get injured, right?
Yeah,
I think he might have been a little
I don't really pay much attention to the Bears, to be honest with you.
They're in your
your
division.
rival, bro.
They're just 2 wins a year in the division. But anyways, I see the Indianapolis Colts offering Pittman their first, a second, maybe some future draft picks, but the Bears are in need of skill position players. I mean, I guess you can kind of say, like, if you give Justin Fields weapons, maybe he has a realistic shot of learning to throw the ball. But it'll be interesting. if you give him a weapon like Michael Pittman in that offense, I know I'm going against what I've been saying about Justin Fields, but I think if you give him a decent wide receiver one or a group of wide receivers, I think he could thrive.
Well, if the Colts give up Pittman, who are they left with? I just don't think they have anybody else besides Pittman.
Yeah, I don't think they'd do that. Maybe just picks. I don't think they give up Pittman too.
Yeah, but it's just something to think about. I mean,
They could just draft a receiver. There's plenty of good receivers. In the draft.
yeah, yep. But
Colts probably have a decent draft pick anyway.
because the Bears are trading back, right? So
I'd probably say like a future first, and either a second or third. Probably a third.
yeah.
Something like that.
Because who's the number one going to be this year? Jalen Carter? No,
On the Colts,
no. Who's the number one pick?
In the draft.
number one QB or just number one pick?
Number one pick.
Who the hell is Jalen Carter?
The Georgia D lineman,
CJ Stroud, maybe.
CJ Stroud,
Bryce Young, CJ Stroud.
Anthony Richardson.
Well, he's not going to be one.
Yeah,
He might go to the Giants potentially if they don't sign Daniel Jones.
I mean that's a decent move. But the team I see trading up to number
Bring
one
it back on.
this year is Indianapolis Colts. This is my bold prediction for the draft. I think the Green Bay Packers are going to trade in the top 10. I think that they're going to get their guy Michael Mayer, and I think he's going to turn into the next Travis Kelce. You're giving him to Rodgers for a year or two.
Maybe Rodgers.
Then he's handing the torch down to Love. Love's going to tear it up. Mahomes, Kelce 2.0. It'll be great.
It'd be nice if it worked out like that, but
It's a big
most
connection to
likely
work
not
up
the
to.
case.
Speedster, Tyreek Hill, Christian Watson.
Jack, these analogies, none of them
Gotta
are
be
correct.
realistic, man.
I mean, I'm not grasping that far out.
You're not grasping reality either.
All
Jack,
I'm
tell me-
saying is like that you can draw some connections between those
Jack,
two.
tell me a
offenses.
realistic position for Christian Watson next season. Like top,
Realistic, like ranking wise.
yeah, like rank wise, where you think he's gonna be?
Realistically, top 20.
Possible. If Rodgers comes back.
Very, I think unlikely, but it could be possible.
I'd say he could be top 35.
I just want to talk about the fact that PFF ranked Garrett Wilson the number. What was it? The number 10 wide
10.
receiver this year?
PFF is dumb.
They ranked. Did you see what they did with Montez Sweat? They ranked him as a top 10 interior defensive lineman.
He's not even on the interior.
Yeah, I know.
That's why PFF is dumb.
I think Garrett Wilson deserves to be there. He has been through
Does
the
he, though?
works at the quarterback position. He hasn't had Hall of Famer, 2-time MVP in the last 2 years, and Rodgers as his quarterback. He had Joe Flacco, old man. He had Mike White, and he had Zach Wilson at quarterback. And he's still putting up over 1,000 yards. Looks good. I think he deserves to be there, in my opinion.
You know
I
what?
still think 10's high.
Maybe it's just a side of me that just likes shitting on the Jets. I'll give that one to you, Matt.
Thank you. We need that.
And on the topic of Aaron Rodgers, I just want to touch upon the fact that he has completed his 4-day darkness retreat in a 300 square foot cabin, I believe. All darkness, no lamps, no candles, nothing. I think Sports Illustrated actually released a video of it. I can't pull it up right now, but
Did he wear like night vision goggles or something?
Yeah. Yeah, that looked like something straight out of like Lord of the Rings or something like that.
What do you think about his status?
I think that he's cleansed himself. I think he's coming back a new man. Maybe smoked a little ayahuasca in there.
No, not allowed. No outside substances.
He probably found a way, knowing like the characters he's been around, he could figure something out.
I think the
But
most likely situation for Aaron Rodgers is that he just retires from football and goes professional golf.
yeah,
Nothing to do.
that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna join the LIV tour.
The guy, I watched this guy do the match the past few years. I have never seen a professional sports athlete outside of golf hit a golf ball the way he does. And I've seen him golf against Tom Brady. I've seen him golf against Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, all pretty athletic guys, but
He was with Tom Brady on a team.
yeah, he hits all of his putts. He actually golfed better than Phil Mickelson when they were partners. I don't know. I think he should just pass the torch down to Love.
Yeah, but all that stuff
Right.
before you were saying, you kind of sounded like you assumed Rodgers was coming back.
What, from the darkness retreat?
No, to the Packers. Like you said, always going to establish the connection with the tight end. And in 1 to 2 years, Julian Love will take over, or Jordan Love will take over.
Well,
And you kind of just said he was coming back to the Packers. Now you're
that
saying he's
was
going
that
golf.
was just like an option. If you want to go straight to the Super Bowl champions, go ahead. Once number 10 gets the ball, game's over. NFL should watch out.
So what's stopping them from giving him the ball right now?
Rodgers,
You think that? But you said if he gets the ball, they're unstoppable. So why don't they just get rid of Rodgers?
because it's not easy to just leave $58 million on the table like that. There are some decisions that have to be made. And they cleared space by restructuring Jair Alexander and Preston Smith's contract. So I don't know what the future holds, to be honest with you.
So
But I'm
just to
gonna
get
leave this segment off.
wait,
with
just to get this clear. Just to get this clear, you're saying that Jordan Love is better than Rodgers, but you're only keeping Rodgers because you're paying him a lot.
I'm saying Green Bay has a better chance to win now with Jordan Love at quarterback.
I don't think that's true.
What? Jack, he gave you a chance to clarify, and you just made it worse.
I mean, Aaron, it's just clear, like watching this past season, his game has not been right.
He had
has
one bad
been-
season. You know what happened the previous 2 seasons? Won MVP. He had one bad
MVP.
season.
Yeah, but that was his climax. That was it. This is the downfall. And you have someone waiting in the shadows that you drafted 5 years ago, wasted a first round pick on. You traded up for him, and you're just letting him sit there. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
Yeah, I know it doesn't make sense, but that doesn't mean he's better than Aaron Rodgers right now.
if you're gonna pull the plug now. Because Jordan Love's gonna get tired of sitting for the
Jack,
fifth
It's
season.
it's up to Aaron Rodgers. It's not up to Jordan Love or the Packers front office anymore. They already signed him. It's not up to them.
The stupidest decision that they could have ever made was give Aaron Rodgers that much money and give him all that power in the situation.
That was probably too much money, but
Frank, he's
He
getting
was coming
paid
up
almost $60 million fully guaranteed next season.
what are you supposed to pay someone if they're fresh off 2 MVPs? Like I don't know. Gotta pay him something.
40-year-old veteran quarterback who's going into his 20th season. I don't know about you, but I don't think Tom Brady was making nearly that much money. going into his 20th season in the NFL.
Tom Brady never makes money besides with Fox.
Because he yeah, I think his contract with Fox is going to pay him more fully guaranteed money than he ever received in his entire career.
Probably.
He wasn't in it for the money. He just wanted to win, love the game.
Yeah, what Tom Brady did was smart. As he said, I'm going to take a $5 million pay cut so you could sign Wes Welker for me, so you could sign Rob Gronkowski to a huge extension. That's how those dynasties were built. He took pay cuts so he could better his surrounding team and give him a better chance to win. He wasn't selfish. That's not what leaders are. Leaders aren't selfish. Leaders care about having group of brothers around them, or sisters for that matter. I'm just talking in general right now. But leaders aren't selfish. Leaders care about the people around them. Leaders want to make the people around them better.
All right.
So you're saying Aaron Rodgers isn't a good leader?
That's exactly what he's saying.
All right, we'll end it there.
I'm just saying, like, the ayahuasca's getting to him, man.
Jack, you like to keep bringing this thing up, bro.
It's like,
In the
what?
wise words of Doja Cat, don't knock it till you try it.
Why would
Try
I
it,
ever
Jeff.
do that to myself? I'm clean.
So am I, Jack, but it's just
Hey, Frank, remember
Can't say
that
anything.
ribbon? Remember that ribbon we signed in 3rd grade? I pledged to be drug-free for life. That still holds true.
me too, Jack, but I'm just saying you can't critique it if you haven't done it.
I don't know, man. To be honest, I would have rather him taking painkillers like Brett Favre than smoke ayahuasca.
And that is
Still
why you are not in the league, buddy.
All right, boys. We just finished a nice little discussion. Aaron Rodgers, don't do drugs. I made sure to emphasize that. But now we're gonna segue into baseball. Exciting first week of spring training, especially for the Yankees. I mean, they took 3 of their first 4 games. They actually split. They had one squad play Atlanta and one squad play the Blue Jays yesterday, and they came back against the Tigers today. Sevy did not look good today, to be honest with you. I know Anthony's been a huge advocate for Severino. Hold on, let me just pull up his stats.
Yeah, I did not expect that. He lit up 3 in the first.
Yeah,
Wasn't a
2
good
innings
start.
pitched, 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 strikeout, and 1 home run. Not something you want to see out of a number 3 guy in your pitching rotation? 4.
It's good he's getting it out of the way now, though.
Yeah. But boys look sharp, especially our young players. Dominguez has been looking good. He got a hit.
Volpe's been looking very good.
Volpe's been looking
He threw a
solid.
guy at home from second base today. It's beautiful. He stole 2 bases
Freaking
and 1
amazing.
trip around. It's great.
Just in time.
Oh, what's going on?
Hello?
Hey,
Just a little
actually
late.
late.
Just a little.
Yeah, we'll just start whenever you want.
Have we not started yet?
No, we
Oh,
did
no.
start.
We're talking
kidding.
about the Yankees.
Yeah,
We
we
just got
all
to
are.
baseball.
We all are.
Well, carry on. Pretend like I didn't show up.
Frank, Volpe, second base, thrown out.
Throw the guy at home. Great play. Stealing bases, getting on base, double, single. Jason hit a home run first game.
How'd you pronounce his name?
Jason?
I can't be it.
Jason Dominguez?
I can't be.
It's 2 S's, right?
Yeah.
Jason.
There's gotta be.
You think it's Jason?
Maybe that's right.
Okay.
I feel like it's just Jason, just spelled differently.
Look it up.
Anthony, I
That
actually
40 minutes late, you couldn't look up Jason.
No, but that was on the top of my head. Thanks, though.
two 2 minutes ago before you joined, we were talking about Sevy's awful performance today. I want to get your outlook on it.
Don't care. It's spring training. You can have the like 7 awful performances as long as he plays well in like the season. Spring training is all about just finding your stuff. And if it takes him the entire month to find his stuff, it takes him the entire month. I just want him to find his stuff. It's normal to have a pitcher not being pitching all 12 weeks or whatever it is, and then being in like a 2-inning like game scenario and struggling. I watched a little bit of the game. Couldn't find it. He couldn't locate, but that's something that comes with time. His speed was there. His velocity was there. He'll figure it out. He's not playing the World Baseball Classic, so he's got like a month. No,
Yeah.
God, I don't worry about people having a slump in spring training. Because look at Kyle Higashioka, the Barry
Yeah.
Bonds spring training. Okay, that guy didn't hit a home run until like 4 months into the season, and he hit like one, and then he hit one off position player. It doesn't matter what you do in spring training; it matters what you do in the regular season. But most baseball fans don't watch the spring training. I like to watch it because I get to see Anthony Volpe and Jason Dominguez.
Volpe.
Jason.
Jason.
But one pitcher I did want to point out that did look really, really sharp yesterday. Clark Schmidt, a guy I've been a huge advocate for, huge guy to come out of the bullpen, get us some innings. He opened for us a few times last year, did his job really, really well. He's a guy I'm really looking forward to this season.
They got that new cutter, which is nasty.
I just love everything about this guy. I mean, I think he's got the right stuff. I think he's got the longevity. And I think he's going to be a solid arm coming out of that bullpen this year.
Love Clark Schmidt. Love what he did for us last year. He's going to be a perfect 6th/5th guy in the rotation. More likely he's going to be the 6th and have Dominguez be the 5th. Not Dominguez, Domingo Herman. Yeah. Domingo Herman be the 5th, and then have Clark Schmidt be like the 6th rotation guy. And I couldn't love that more, because having a young kid being your 6th guy and having a kid that's figuring it out. And you also can't forget, we have Luis Hill in the minors. We also have Devi Garcia. Devi Garcia was a talked about prospect, and then he was in AA last year. So we never know. But Luis Hill's coming off, I think, TJ.
I think so.
So that's very exciting. Normally when they come off TJ, they're better because they can throw harder. So God knows. We're very excited.
Honestly, I was never really a big fan of Domingo Herman. I think they should just give the kid a shot. The number 5.
I think it'd be interesting if they kind of use both Herman and Schmidt, kind of like split a game
Yeah,
potentially.
I could see them doing that. I could see Herman being more the opener, get like 3 or 4
4.
innings out of him. Clark
Obviously-
Schmidt, again, like 2 or 3, perfectly sets up the bullpen.
Well, you've seen Clark Schmidt go 5.
Yeah,
So I'd rather have, like, if Garrett Cole's having an off day, or like Carlos Rodon having an off day, throw in Clark Schmidt. Let him throw his
and he
four.
does a damn good job too.
He's really good out of the bullpen too. Like, you can't find guys that can go 5 innings and be damn good out of the bullpen. And
No.
that's the cool part we're in right now, because Domingo Herman did the exact same thing 2 seasons ago. Exact same thing. Out of the bullpen, through 4 innings, great. Had some issues, a little running with the law, but he's a fabulous player. Fabulous player. Both of them are we're in a good situation. If you're in a spot where you don't know who's your 5th, that's a good situation. Having a
You
guy
would never have too much pitching.
exactly, because God knows what injuries is gonna have us, and we all know Luis Severino is made out of glass. So who knows what we're gonna have? Who knows what this rotation is gonna look like at the end of the season? Maybe we go all in at the deadline, and we get like Corbin Burns that wants out. Get one of those guys that just they saw what they did with Hader. Wouldn't be surprised if they do that with Burns, because Burns is really far away. He doesn't want a contract for them. I'd love to see Corbin to come here.
If
Not
the
that-
Yankees get Corbin Burns, we are just taking an express lane to the World Series.
I don't know about that, but definitely
Like there is no stopping that pitching rotation.
Yeah, it would
Rodon,
undoubtedly
Garrett
be the
Cole,
best rotation.
and Corbin Burns.
we're the best rotation right now. I mean, Nestor Cortez. Also, one thing that we still don't have is longevity with Nestor Cortez. I don't think he can go a full season, and normally he'd only get a workload of 6 innings. So we do want like another 4th guy. Like, that's why I wish we still had JMO, because he was a perfect guy he's a perfect 5th guy. I guess now he's like an ace on the Cubs, or like the 2nd guy on the Cubs. But I love JMO and I love Jordan Montgomery, but I don't know. Those two guys are like perfect fifth, fourths, like longevity, plays all their games, does 6, 7 innings, has a really good game, will throw 7 perfect or whatever it is. They'll just be fabulous.
I think Jordan Montgomery never got the chance in New York, to be honest with you.
It wasn't bad though. I don't give
He,
him
he was
he
pretty good.
wasn't bad. He
Solid.
wasn't bad. But like he was just like not thought about. You know, it was just a plug and play at the 5 spot. But like you got a chance in where is he? St. Louis right now? And he
Yeah.
thrived.
Well, he thrived for about 5 games, and then he took a very plummet. It was huge. But he was insane. I think he had like a .3 ERA in St.
Yeah.
Louis first like
Yeah,
5
he was
games.
like pitcher of the week, pitcher of the month, or something like
That
that,
was
and then he just
nuts.
kind of fell off.
I think we traded him in our first game. I think his like first game was pitching against
No,
us.
we traded him for Bader.
No, I know. His first game, I think we watched at your house, Jack.
think
was
so.
his first game was against us. His first game pitching was against us.
Oh
I-
yeah.
I think he was crazy too.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, that definitely
What's
saw.
wrong with guys that are like,
I think we lost that game actually. Ryan
Yeah.
Helsley locked us down.
yeah, we got smoked. I think who's on the bump that day? Severino, I think, because someone had the K's.
I feel like it might have been like a bullpen game. I don't think we really.
It could have been a
Uh,
bullpen because we just did lose Monty, so we were bullpen. Our rotation could have been off.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
this Yankee pitching rotation really excites me this season. But Frank, I think we should move over to the tier list we have planned in place of Tank's takes today. So
I just want to mention real quick, the Yankee game was available for the first time on Fliff today. Bet on them. Yankee money line for the first time this year. As cashed. Let's go. Love to see it.
oh wait, I'm sorry. Before I
Thanks,
don't wanna
take it. It's
interrupt
finest.
Frank. I just want to point out how Aroldis Chapman got hurt in another unique way today. Just came across my Instagram feed that he was walking around his house. He slipped. He bit his lip, I think, and he required stitches.
Nothing beats the tattoo injury. One of my favorite injuries of last season. An infected
Yeah.
eye tattoo.
And then
Right,
just,
all right, it was a bullpen day. It was
just
so-
forgets playoff workouts. Like they don't exist.
Well, I don't think he forgot that playoff. If I
There's
remember
what?
reading a prompt like something, I don't know if it was completely true, but it was something like, if I don't have a postseason roster spot, I'm not coming to training. And I don't think the Yankees were. I don't know if the Yankees didn't want to give him one. I think the Yankees wanted to see how he was doing, but I think Chapman knew he kind of didn't have his stuff. So like he didn't want to like waste his time and then be like, I didn't make the roster, so he just wanted to not make the roster himself.
Yeah.
Domingo Mon did throw 5 innings with 3 hits and 1 run that game, but Monty went 5 scoreless with 2 hits.
Yeah. It was a low scoring game.
It was 1-0 on the 6th of August.
All right,
Are you
Frank.
ready for the tier list?
So sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
All right, wait 1 second. So this is for football, by the way.
Yeah, we're just gonna go through each team, like going into the draft, how their futures are looking.
Yeah, so this is for the future. I'd say probably the next 5 years. So S tier, expect a Super Bowl win, at least make it A tier, consistent playoffs. So they're gonna make the playoffs at probably 3-4 times at least. B, maybe make the playoffs 1 or 2 years. We'll see. Maybe it'll suck. Who knows?
Wait, what is
C,
this?
what?
What? How many seasons is it?
5.
5? Just like future years with like potential like players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
C, maybe they'll make the playoffs like once or twice, but most likely not. D, they're just destined to suck. Probably not going to make the playoffs at all, and they're just bottom of the barrel. You guys want to start out with any teams first, or you just want to go in order?
New England Patriots Super Bowl.
No, let's just go in
No.
order. Let's just go in order.
We got the Cardinals first up. This one,
I want to say
This one's a tough one.
doomed.
I also
Honest-
want to say doomed. I mean, Kyler
Yeah.
he just tore his ACL. They're trading away D-Hop. They got no
Yeah,
future.
just like the
It-
new head coach coming into
Watt-
something like
Watt just retired.
The whole situation just scares me.
Yeah, they have to like. I want to say doomed. I don't want to say miss.
There's a chance they could be mostly missed, but
Their division's really hard.
it's looking pretty bad. I think Falcons
Mostly.
Oh, yeah,
probably
most
mostly miss.
mostly.
It all
They're
depends on their QB situation.
Yeah, they're
really.
one step of making the playoffs for the QB. I mean, Drake was good. What's his name? Kyle Pitts is really good.
Their defense is solid, I think.
They have the
Tyler
weapons to get them somewhere.
Tyler Algier looked pretty good this year.
That's true. And what's his name? Probably will throw in another season.
Patterson.
Yeah, Cordell.
The Ravens. Should we assume Lamar comes back to the Ravens?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna say hit or miss though.
Yeah, definitely hit or miss.
But will
Yeah.
he come back for 5 years?
Probably
Well,
5 or
he's definitely gonna get a long-term deal wherever he gets. So, if he gets to deal with Ravens, it's gonna be long-term most likely. Maybe the Bills. I think Bills consistent playoffs.
Yeah,
Should we give him a Super Bowl? Oh,
You know
They
what?
always kinda choke in the
I'd give him consistent playoffs because Josh Allen's a guy who like can make the playoffs, but I just feel like he can't like make it over the hump.
realistically, there's only one team that's I could think of that's really in the S class.
I think there's a
Chiefs.
couple.
What are you thinking? It's a couple, Frank.
Eagles, Chiefs.
Oh yeah, that's about it. No, I don't think the Eagles though. In the next 5
Two
years,
Super Bowl teams.
I don't think the
Think-
Eagles because they're an older team. If you want to be honest, I'm going hit or miss for the Eagles next year and probably the next 5.
What?
I don't know. They still have Jalen Hurts no matter what.
Their
I think
entire
they could
defense is
replace
old.
those
Their
guys.
old line is old.
They could replace them though. They got time. It's 5 years.
Okay,
All right, let's go to the Carolina Panthers.
mostly miss.
Yeah, I'll probably have
Yeah.
to put him there.
Once again, depends on the QB situation. They're basically the same team as the Falcons. It's just pretty good. I mean, their running backs were solid last year after McCaffrey left. Okay defense. They have just a young corner. I forgot JC Horn. He's decent.
Yeah,
Yeah, mostly missed though. Jack's favorite team, the Bears. Up next.
Frank, if you don't put them straight to D right now, you're kicked
No,
off the podcast.
I think they're gonna be mostly miss.
What?
I
Yeah, I
put them
wanna
at the top of the mostly missed category.
yeah. I
Jack.
want to
Okay.
also say I'm gonna agree with Jack on this one, which I normally don't do, but I'm gonna say they're doomed. I do not think the Bears are in a good situation at all. They don't have a true wide receiver one. Their defense is kind of
And they have a quarterback who
This is
can't
all going to
throw.
change after the draft, by the
Well,
way.
They don't. They have a
Anthony-
quarterback who can't throw.
Anthony, if you were here before, you would have heard us talk about this. We think they're gonna trade away this first round pick, this first overall pick for a few more picks, get some skilled position players, good
That's-
receiver.
That's quite obvious, though. They don't need the first round pick because the
I'd say
only
put them at the bottom of mostly missed.
But it's they're just the Bears. Like no matter who gets drafted there, they're just bound to fail.
Jack,
Okay,
it's
why?
'cause
They're
you're
a poverty
biased.
all
franchise.
right.
Okay, Jack,
Right,
just
let's
leave,
pack
man.
it up,
We'll do
Buttercup.
the rest ourselves.
Just because of that, Jack, they're staying in.
Frank, move them to the back.
No.
Packers, put them at D. They're doomed. Without Aaron Rodgers, they suck.
Okay. If you guys
How
didn't
do
see, I
I-
moved
how
the
do I
Bengals to
remove this
consistent
kid from
playoffs.
the
We're up
Zoom?
next.
Yeah, I
Bengals
think
next,
the
consistent playoffs. Done.
Yeah.
they're a
this is
young,
easy.
talented team.
Young talents team. Yeah.
I mean, T. Higgins might be on the move, but still.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't affect them that much because they
Doesn't
still
matter.
have
You're still
Tyler
making the
Boyd.
playoffs.
Because
Jamar
they'll probably
Chase.
just. Where do you think they go at the draft this year? I would think they get a tight end.
Maybe a corner.
How old is Hayden Hurst?
They could draft anyone, dude. Doesn't matter.
I think the Bengals might trade for they might get a Jalen Ramsey.
That's true.
They,
I can see
they
that.
need a corner.
Yeah.
I think the Patriots one of the the fit teams. Nor do I think Jalen Ramsey would want to go there though. Do we know what's in his contract if he chooses to move though, or no? Like, does he have a no trade clause?
Ramsey?
Yeah.
I don't think
They-
so.
Not sure.
Do they do that much in football?
Not as much as other sports.
Because I know baseball is huge in that. I don't think there was really any contracts this year that would really no trade clause. that
I
really
mean,
that.
Hayden Hurst is 29.
Yeah, but it's Hayden Hurst. That's
He's
like the
fine,
one
though.
spot that they're like missing. Like
mean,
if they lose T. Higgins, though, I think that would make sense for them to get a tight end.
I'd
Wait,
say I'd
are
say
there
they're
any
getting by the tight end.
are there any tight ends they
Yeah,
could just pick up in free agency?
Yeah. I say they sign another veteran out of free agency.
It doesn't really matter. They're making the playoffs no matter what.
Yeah, and that's true.
I think
Browns, this all
I-
kind of depends on Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
I think they're probably hit or miss.
I think you could put them there. I think they could also be mostly miss. Really depends on what they do with Deshaun Watson. They get some more weapons for him if he even develops like he used to be. All depends on him.
Their defense is still good too.
Defense is good. Line's pretty good. You got Chubb. Kareem Hunt could be leaving in the offseason. Amari Cooper's great. All depends on Deshaun.
Cowboys doomed.
Couldn't agree more.
I think you could put him in hit or miss.
I mean, I'll give them hit or miss, I guess.
Yeah, me too. I just don't like Dak, and I think if they lose Dak, a better spot.
If they had like an actual quarterback, they'd probably be consistent playoffs. But
That wasn't like trash like Dak.
Yeah, I like how many years are left on Zeke's contract? Do we know?
Too many. I think one more.
I have no idea. Tony Pollard's free agent though.
They gotta
I would
resign.
see him going to the Jets.
They gotta resign him.
Pollard?
Why?
You got
They
Brees
have
Hall.
Pollard?
They have Brees Hall.
You got Zonovan
Oh, not the
Ben
Jets.
Knight.
I mean the Giants. I apologize.
Yeah.
Definitely not the Jets.
Well, yeah, if they don't get Saquon, maybe.
That makes no sense. If I go to the Jets.
Yeah.
Michael Carter and Brees Hall. Brees
Ben
Hall's
Knight.
100%, right? Like he should be 100% when the season starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw an interview with him that he said he's going to be 100% by the time the preseason starts,
Even
preseason
better.
training.
Denver Broncos. Let's ride.
It's all about Russ. It's all about Broncos country. Depends on what he's doing.
I think Frank.
I think-
you know what? You know what? Let's put them bottom or hit or miss.
They got a new head
Bottom of
coach
hit or
coming
miss?
in.
Let's give Sean Payton and this whole scheme a year or two to adapt, and I think he could turn Russ around.
I don't
Oh.
see. I feel like Russ is their only issue though, because the receivers are there. Courtland Sutton's pretty good.
They got Javonte Williams coming back.
Yeah, their running backs are decent.
I just don't think I could put them in consistent playoffs. I'll give them top of hit or miss though.
No, I think hit or miss is perfect, but I just think Russ is the only issue they have.
Yeah.
I think it was the coach. I don't think it was on Russ for any.
Well, as of now, the only issue they have is basically from last season as a quarterback. But I think Sean Payton could turn him around.
Although the Broncos did just hire Joe Lombardi as their offensive coordinator, so I don't know. Ryan Pugliano, Chargers fan, local Chargers
And
fan, has said he is terrible. So
I believe
Oh, is that the only Chargers fan?
he is the grandson. No, not grandson.
All right, let's move on.
The grandson of the great Vince Lombardi.
yeah, but he
Lions,
was terrible for the Chargers. So
I think Lions could be hit or miss.
I think they could be hit or
Yeah.
miss. Oh,
Yeah,
a lot of people are hyping him up though. Apparently, they're like top 10 chance to make the Super Bowl or something like that.
okay, that's insane.
That's a bit of a
Okay.
reach.
They're a young
I
team.
I
don't get
think
me
we
wrong,
need a
they're good.
I think we need a change of headwear for this next team.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Lions definitely have, but they have some promise, but I just don't think I can put them in consistent playoffs.
We're not gonna like what I say about the Packers.
Doomed.
Doomed.
Can you let the Packer fans speak his truth, please?
No, it's not gonna be truth because I think the
I
Patriots.
put them right after the Bears.
Yeah,
They're behind the Bears.
Yeah, that-
If you
Oh,
do
they're
that,
behind- worse than the Bears.
I'm gonna remove you from the Zoom meeting. If you do.
they are worse than the Bears. At least the Bears have a quarterback.
Anthony,
true.
while you were too busy being late, what I said was true. I said
It was not true.
the Green Bay Packers have a better chance at winning with Jordan Love at quarterback than them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just delusional.
That's insane. No, that's fine.
We gave him a
Jack is
second
a
chance. to
delusional
like,
Packers fan.
Anthony, listen to these comparisons, right?
Uh huh.
Jordan Love, gunslinger,
All right,
Yeah,
let's move on.
guys throwing the ball 60, 70 yards in college. Who else throws the ball 60, 70 yards?
He's
Patrick
like college in
Mahomes.
4 years.
Patrick Mahomes. They draft Michael Mayer this year in the 2023 NFL draft.
You just know?
Travis Kelce
All right,
2.0.
Jack.
Travis
He,
Kelce
he can
2.0,
watch the
right?
beginning of the podcast,
Right?
right? You don't have to. You don't
Christian
have to
Watson
recap. Okay, we got it.
reached a top speed of 22 miles an hour.
All right,
You know
we're
who's
done.
also
We're
fast?
done.
Like a
All
cheetah?
right, Texans.
Tyreek Hill.
Doomed. Put the Texans in doomed.
Chiefs 2.0 confirmed.
No.
Take
Jack,
that hat off.
what?
Let's just move on, okay? Let's
It's just facts. It's just facts.
That's not fact.
I mean,
That's
Jack,
facts.
Texans are doomed unless we can
propaganda.
somehow create an offense out of thin air.
Jack, like 10 minutes ago, you said that you were drug free. I do not believe that.
Jack,
Yeah,
what
he's
are
kind
you
of proven
talking about?
opposite.
Like when I see the
Matt, I signed a ribbon with you in 3rd grade that I will
Yeah,
be drug free for.
I think that
Everyone
ribbon-
signs the ribbon, Jack. Not everyone's drug free.
Yeah, well, you ask half the kids that did drugs in high school. I bet they all signed the ribbon.
Exactly.
All right, Texans, no need to explain. They're
Colts.
they gotta be at the bottom of mostly missed or at the top of doomed. I mean, they have no quarterback.
I'm gonna look the
One-
exact same as Jack when the Patriots come out.
Well, what do you have like a Pat's head or something like that? Like the thing on their helmet? With the fans
No,
wear?
he just meant like he's gonna say there should be S tier.
I don't think S tier though. I
I
do
didn't
think
say that they should be S tier. I just said like give them a year or two. I think they're the
you
next.
just compare them to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I'm saying. He compared Jordan Love to Brett Favre before.
I said he
Yeah.
made Brett Favre-esque throws in college.
Jack, we need to like. I know, like when I joke about Mac Jones being the next Pat Mahomes, it's a joke. Okay, if you want to be honest with you, that's more of a joke. But at the same time, though, I love Mac Jones, where I can say like I think he will be the next Mac Jones, the next Pat Mahomes. Do I honestly think so? No. Will he? Probably, because I know Mac Jones.
But Mac Jones sitting under Aaron Rodgers for
My
5
God,
years?
no. He sat under Jared Stidham.
Exactly.
It's even better.
I think Jaguars can go and hit or miss.
I don't actually like him there. I would prefer him at consistent.
Consistent.
Yeah,
I think
Oh,
once we get more guys in consistent playoffs, they'll probably look better.
Yeah,
I-
I'd agree with that.
But they'll probably be more towards the bottom of consistent
Yeah,
playoffs.
I think that Jaguars could be inconsistent just because of how weak the AFC South is at this
Yeah.
at this time.
Frank,
Definitely.
can I just interrupt? It's just really irking me that you have the Bears logo above the Green Bay Packers and
Yeah, it's like they're eating
Yeah,
them.
It's
It's great.
supposed
It's
it's
good, right?
supposed to be like that. It's supposed to
Can
be
you
like
like that,
that.
Jack?
Can you make the Chicago Bears better than the Packers? Because I could honestly argue that.
They are.
Okay,
That's why
good.
they're
closer.
above them.
all
That's why
right.
they're above them.
We got 10 minutes left.
Oh my God.
That's
I
all right.
guess.
We're moving.
All right, Chiefs, Super
Put them in
Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
Don't need to say anything. Chargers, playoffs.
Nah,
That's crazy. Hit or miss, dude. Don't
they
even try
gotta
that.
be hit or miss. Ryan Poogs is
Come
swaying
on,
your
dude.
opinion.
Yeah,
They got the Chiefs in their division.
We dating Ryan Pogues? What are we doing?
All right, Rams, doomed.
Yeah, they're doomed.
They're getting rid of their entire team. They're gonna be trash.
I also want to say the Raiders are either mostly miss or doomed.
I think most.
Yeah, I mean they pretty much have no quarterback.
That was the worst career move Devontae Adams could have made.
Oh my God.
Yeah, put him in doomed. I think,
Put
yeah.
them on.
Even
Devontae- Jack-
Jordan Love, Christian Watson, and Romeo Dobbs in the same offense. Woo!
God, can we put the Packers at doomed, please? Because there's not a single.
Zach, come on, man. All right, Dolphins.
I'm gonna say hit or miss. I feel like they can
Yeah.
make it, and then at the same time they're not.
No.
It all
consistent
depends on
playoffs.
the Jets and the Patriots.
Consistent playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
East could arguably be the best division.
I don't think it's an argument. I think it is.
There we go.
Maybe the. Never mind. Never mind.
I think the Vikings kind of, despite being frauds last season, kind of own the NFC North.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, that whole
So-
division is going to be mostly missed and doomed.
What so much of what you guys are saying is irking me right now. It's like
You got to
Alright,
put them in
I would-
consistent playoffs.
I would like to make the argument.
Where are you
that-
putting the Vikings?
hit or miss.
Hit or miss.
They're the biggest frauds in the NFL.
Where though?
That's
Here?
crazy.
Kirk Cousins is mid. Justin Jefferson can gritty to home.
You're talking about the best receiver in
First
the
round
league.
exit. First round exit.
All right,
Packers
make
didn't
your
even
case.
make it.
Gritty to your
All right, I
house.
want to make a quick case real quick before we do anything. Hear me out. Team on paper looks like a train wreck. Correct. I've heard it. All right. I'm aware.
Okay.
But I think they're either hit or miss or consistent. There's no other way you can sway me. There's literally no other way.
No way they're
Yes.
consistent.
Yes. They almost made the playoffs last year. They
At
were
least
trying
I
to
at
win
least
the
I
playoffs.
didn't say that the Packers were a consistent
They're getting
football
worse,
team. I
though.
just said that they're getting overlooked.
They're getting worse. Are you out of your mind? They got Mac Jones and they made the playoffs. That's crazy. That's honestly crazy.
I think you
Respect
put them at the bottom of hit or miss. I mean,
At least below the Packers. Like
What?
Jack, no.
Yeah, you gotta give it up, bro.
Mac Jones' first year, they made the playoffs.
Saints, I think the Saints are doomed.
That's crazy. They're going to be consistent playoffs for the next 5 years, and by the time
The Saints?
Why not?
they don't, I agree.
Their defense
Usually the
is good.
Saints are consistent playoffs.
They just need a quarterback.
I just don't. I think if they use Jameis Winston, I think they could be higher on the list. But what's his name? I don't even know. Ginger,
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. Why are you playing that guy?
Yeah, you should not have been playing. And next up, we have the best team of all time, New York Giants.
You could put
I-
them in hit or
I put-
miss.
Yeah, hit or miss, probably behind the Pats.
wait, what happens if you keep Saquon versus if you let him go? Like what's
You would have
yeah,
no
so what are we
Saquon,
assuming?
and one you would have a Saquon.
All right, let's let Frank talk.
Okay, so assuming we get Daniel Jones back, Saquon back, and we
Hit or
draft
miss.
a receiver.
Hit or miss. Frankie, if you're going to say the Patriots there and you're not allowing me to have a say so, it's only fair that all three of us get to pick where the Giants go. You put the Patriots there, then give anyone a say so.
you
The
didn't
Patriots-
even let me give the Packers a letter.
That's completely different. You don't even deserve a letter. You deserve a D. We all know you deserve a D, all right?
Jack, you're lucky they're mostly missed.
Anthony, Anthony, I am a straight man.
What?
You said I deserve a D. I'm a
Jack,
straight
stop trying to
man.
get this canceled, bro. What are you doing?
All right.
Scrap the pod for the week. We're going to get canceled. Straight. God damn.
just keep them there.
All right, now that that's in order, Giants.
Yeah, you could stick them there. But
What?
The Jet,
What?
I think that's fair.
Move up the Patriots one. I'll be okay with it. Put them in front of the Browns
Okay,
and
they can go. They can go in front of the Browns. Not
and Frankie. They
Cowboys.
really
Fuck the
have made
Cowboys.
Frankie. They almost made the playoffs with Cam Newton. Like you're out of your mind.
okay. That's fine.
all right. Hear me out here.
Jets.
What?
Consistent playoffs.
This is the first year the
What?
Cowboys
You-
made the playoffs.
Name a weak spot on the Jets
Cowboys made the
besides the
playoffs every year.
quarterback.
Quarterback.
Besides quarterback is what I'm going to say.
Linebacker.
Interior defensive line.
No, they
Quinn
have
Williams.
Quinn Williams. Linebacker.
CJ Mosley, Quincy Williams.
Who the hell is Quincy Williams besides Quentin Williams' brother?
Jack, you haven't watched. You should see how good Quincy. Anthony, you've seen Quincy Williams. You watched the Patriots versus the Jets. You
Yeah,
know
no,
Quincy
he's
Williams.
filthy. I honestly think the Jets either are like one of the one. I would put them above the Giants in my opinion. The Jets have a really good team.
I told if we could
It's a
get a
very
quarterback,
young but good team.
maybe not this next year, but the 4 years after, I think consistent playoffs. If anything.
But yeah, they're one stroke away, and they also have such a young team where you're not gonna be able to like, oh yeah, this team kind of sucks. I'm a Patriots fan. I hate the Jets. The Jets are gonna be scary in the next 2 years.
I wouldn't say it's wrong to put them in consistent playoffs. I'm just saying.
No, that's definitely wrong. But I have no problem putting him above the Chargers.
Yeah, above the Chargers at least. Frankie. You got to put him above the Broncos and the Giants.
And the Giants, definitely the Giants, because the Giants are going to lose like half their team this year, if maybe. So,
We don't know that yet, though.
oh,
Well, maybe we'll make it. We'll make another one mid-season. How's that?
All right, we got to move this along here.
All right.
I would
Eagles.
I actually want to take it slower.
Yeah, Eagles fit right in there. Steelers, I think mostly miss.
Yeah, I would go mostly miss, even though I just bought an Antonio Brown autograph for $20.
20 bucks.
It sells for like 70. So he was like, oh yeah, $20 for Antonio Brown. I was like, this is awesome.
Mostly miss.
Seahawks. Depends on
Mostly
Geno.
miss.
Depends on they getting quarterback.
Mostly miss. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I think hit or miss is way too many teams in there as of now.
Oh no, the rest of the team is kind of solid.
I'd honestly put the Patriots at the consistent. It's pretty easy to say that. They made the playoffs almost every time.
You can't
miss
put the Patriots there.
We're
and
talking
not
about
put
the next
Jets
5 years,
there.
though. We're not talking about the last 5 years.
Well, I'm letting you know that Mac Jones is him and he will be him and he's better than Jordan Love.
Okay, go ahead.
Put them in consistent, or Super Bowl even.
49ers.
49ers. I think you could even put them in Super Bowl.
No. There's only one team that's going in Super Bowl.
Bucks. Put them in doomed.
Yeah, no, they're beyond in the bin.
Yeah, they don't have a quarterback.
Like, no, put them with trash with the Packers because that's how bad they are. Yeah,
No,
right there.
No, trash is just meant for only the Packers, I think. Yeah, that's about right.
Titans.
Mostly miss.
Mostly miss. Yeah, I agree.
It all depends
Still,
on
they have
the
that terrible.
Jaguars.
They have that terrible division, so they could make the playoffs once in a while, but probably not.
Serious. Jack, it's not that biased, dude. It's because the way you came on about the Packers is the reason why we're all like put you in trash.
Can you
If you were
please
just a
like
normal,
for at least
fan,
move
maybe
me
they
up?
wouldn't be in the
At
trash
least move me
position.
up to see behind the Bears where I was, so I don't feel as bad about myself.
Not you.
All
though.
right, let's just get the Commanders somewhere. I think you could put them in mostly miss.
Yeah, they don't have a quarterback.
Frank, move me up there, and then we can end the pod.
All right, this is the final list. Free agency, pre-combine, pre-draft.
That's it, guys.